By now we've all heard of love bombing, right? In the beginning, with an abusive person, they're gonna charm the heck out of you. They're gonna throw everything good at you. They're gonna put you on a pedestal. They're gonna do all this stuff to just make you feel like you are falling in love and it's the best thing ever and it was fate and blah, blah, blah. Part of that is often future faking, where they promise you these amazing things. They give you this picture of the most amazing future. This is all gonna happen and it's gonna be great. I wanna talk about a time that did not work for an abusive person. When I first met my abuser, they were often talking about our party, which was our marriage. We're talking within days or weeks, they would say our party because they didn't want to say marriage, and we weren't going to say I love you, which I have a whole other story about saying I love you. It's freaking wild. But so like they had to be this like really mysterious person, so they were like, yeah, it's going to be our party. And they even wrote down like it was kind of a joke, but it was like, what kind of cheese are we gonna have? What kind of music's gonna be there? Like, it was in a notebook, and again, it was kind of like this joke we had between us, but they were also kind of giving me this like, we're gonna get married someday, or we're working towards marriage or whatever, right? Which a lot of people want to get married, and that could work for a lot of people, right? You seem lonely, or you're single, or you have a kid and you want another parent for that kid, and blah, blah, blah. Let's get married someday. Let's have a party. Well, that worked for a little bit, or they thought it was, because they were like, our party, someday, whatever, until I started being like, this is not real, right? You're not actually talking about that, right? I'm not getting married again. I do not want, you could not pay me to get married, let alone to you. Because to be honest, even though I thought I was falling in love with that person because I was being love bombed and I was quickly trauma bonded to them, I knew something was way off about them. And I knew from day one, which I know sounds crazy, I was like, ain't no way I'm trapping myself with you. Again, sounds crazy, but this is unfortunately how coercive control works. But anyway, they talked about marriage, and they used that little code word to kind of bait me along, or what they thought was going to happen. And I'm sure they've done that with other people, and they've probably done it since, because that's part of their MO. It worked until it didn't, right? So when they realized that that was not something that I wanted, that I wasn't going to change my mind, and I told them over and over and over and over again, I'm not getting married again. I don't want to be married. Marriage is a trap. Like, I would say all these things in front of them. Marriage is a trap. Marriage is a joke. Blah, blah, blah. I'm never getting married again. Don't come at me. If I ever do, I'm not doing it. And they stopped. And of course they had to change tactics. They had to come up with something else that might work for me. Because if that person doesn't want to get married, you got to find a different angle, right? So beware of those things. Again, we talk about how abusive people are going to want to check off milestones really early on. Or again, what I just talked about is called future faking, where whether they actually have intent to marry you or not, or have kids with you or not, they're going to act like they do. Because if they think that's something you want, they're going to promise you that, right? They may or may not actually give that to you. And if they do, good luck to you. But again, if they figure out that one of their tried and true tactics isn't going to work for you, because maybe that's not something you care about, they're going to throw other things at you to try to make it work with you, because they want to keep abusing you. They want to keep the supply that they get from you, the control that they have over you.